Well, to start off, since this law is now blocked again, what does this mean across the state and here in San Francisco?
Well, right now, we're waiting for a decision from the courts sometime in June or July. Until that time, though, the law is not in effect, and we are just going about business as usual. We've been challenged here in California in scrambling to make sure that we have our concealed weapons carry permits squared away. Myself, as the sheriff, and the chief of police here in San Francisco are both authorized to issue CCW, concealed weapon permit, to allow citizens to carry guns. And so there is an interest in where this law will land in terms of where people are going to be allowed to carry.
Yeah, all eyes towards that decision. Now, last year, the Supreme Court struck down a New York law that required applicants to demonstrate good cause to get a license, as you know. That's, of course, had an impact nationwide, with some saying the applicant floodgates are open. Do the numbers support that?
Well, here in San Francisco, myself as sheriff in the sheriff's office did not traditionally issue permits until recently. After that decision you referenced, we've gone from having a total of 4 permits issued in the past 20 years to I've just issued over the last year 68 permits, and we have about 179 applications that are in process right now that we've received since that decision had taken place, and we're in process of approximately 100 more in process right now.
So 100 of that 179.
Yes, that's correct.
All right. So for people looking to get a concealed carry permit here in San Francisco, what can they expect?
Well, we have our application online at our website, and there is a Department of Justice application that you fill out statewide. Everyone uses that form. We've partnered with both the police department and the California State Sheriff's Association to make sure that our process is consistent, not just with the law, but trying to maintain consistency amongst the different jurisdictions and the different ways that police and sheriff's offices are authorized to issue these permits.
And just to get specific about the rules regarding firearm training and what people should expect about psychological tests, can you walk us through that?
Absolutely. So part of the process in regards to the testing, we do have a background process very similar to the type of background process we put candidates for deputy sheriff through. We also have a psychological examination that people are required to go through before being authorized. And once they've gone through that process, there is a 16-hour training that they have to go through, including qualifications with the firearms of which they're going to carry. Our requirements are actually consistent with the recent changes in the law, where they've gone from 8 hours of state law requiring 8 hours of training to 16 hours of training now.
And before we go, I wanted to ask about ghost guns. Statewide in 2022, there were more than 39,000 guns without serial numbers in over 800 cities. And San Francisco was ranked the 3rd highest for ghost guns used in crimes. What are you seeing from your office, and what can be done to more effectively crack down on this?
We have seen an uptick in the number of ghost guns, which are basically guns that don't have any serial numbers attached to any of the parts, guns that are basically untraceable. And we are challenged with trying to determine where they come from when that happens. We have seen an uptick in that in terms of the guns that we've confiscated. I think San Francisco as a whole had about 1,100 that were associated with crimes back in 2022 when our most recent numbers were compiled.
And Sheriff, before we go, since this law is currently blocked again, do you anticipate those numbers to continue rising?
In terms of our applications, we anticipate that they will continue to come in. The process itself hasn't been halted by the injunction. We still process people through their CCW permit process. That has not been stopped. We are anticipating the outcome of the decisions so that we can adjust all of our requirements and make sure that we inform our CCW holders exactly what the law is and what we are going to do moving forward.
Yeah, we'll certainly be following it closely. Sheriff, thank you so much for your time with us this morning.
Thank you, and go Niners today.
Go Niners. Yeah, we're with you there.